Hey guys, it's me again. Just a really brief rant this morning. You guys all know how I feel about the 501c3 churches, and they're all of Satan, and that's just my opinion. But in reality, is it's not really an opinion. But that's not what I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about the rapture and the two main types of pastors when it pertains to the rapture of the church. The first and most common type of pastor is probably your pastor, most likely. It's the kind of pastor who goes out of his way to avoid the topic of the rapture for whatever reason. He will avoid it. He will turn your attention away from the current events, from the birth pangs, and would like you instead to focus on your own issues, your own problems, or your quote unquote journey in this life, and try to put a Christian spin to it. Talks about maybe holiness, giving, obviously giving. That's the most common type of pastor. They will ignore the rapture, they will ignore anything pertaining to it. They will ignore what's happening around the world, prophecies being fulfilled before our eyes, um, because they want everybody to keep playing church. They want to take your eyes off of Jesus and away from our blessed hope. That's the most common pastor out there. And in reality, there are not even really real pastors today, not biblical ones anyway. So that's the first one. The second pastor is maybe the kind of pastor you have, but it's the kind of pastor who will talk about the rapture. But he will do so in kind of like a fantastical kind of way, is I guess one way to put it. He will talk about the rapture eloquently, just, give you nice scenarios and all the beauty involving the rapture and what could be, what will be. He'll make nice, touching stories about it. And yeah, it'll be nice to hear and it's beautiful. But he will present it in such a way that it almost sounds like a fairy tale, like it's something that will never ever happen in our lifetime. So that we will just keep our eyes focused on him and on the local church. That's the other kind of pastor there is. They'll talk about the rapture so that your truly saved friends, when they try to talk you out of attending your 501c3 local church on the grounds of and the pastor's never talking about the rapture and all that, then you can say, oh no, our pastor definitely talks about the rapture. That's the other kind of pastor. But thankfully, there's a third kind of pastor, and it's very rare. And by pastor, I mean someone who is trapped in the 501c3 system today, either willingly or unwillingly or unwittingly. They're trapped in that system. And that third kind of pastor is someone like J.D. Farag. He's a guy who earnestly and genuinely loves the Lord and is desperately looking for the rapture, just like we are, those of us who are watching. He'll talk about the rapture every single time he gets on that podium, regardless of what anyone else thinks. He's willing to look the fool, but he loves Jesus and he looks to his glorious appearing like we do. And he's probably the only one. I haven't actually seen anyone who's like him. Yes, there's guys like Jack Hibbs who likes to talk about the rapture as well, but he's kind of like that second pastor that I described too. I mean, something about Jack Hibbs just doesn't sit with me very well. I don't know what it is, but there's a lack of sincerity when it comes to the rapture whenever he talks about it. So I don't know why I wanted to bring this up. I just wanted to, but guys, we're still close. Don't be discouraged. We are still the generation. Birth pangs are all around us. It's not slowing down. It's just getting more intense. So keep looking up, for our redemption draws near, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully, there won't be a next time.